Hello guys and welcome to hopefully the first official Let's Play by Darkness 2399. Um, I say first official because there's going to be another Let's Fail two-parter that's going to come out sometime during this weekend. Um, I was recording Saints Row the Third, and I have a webcam and headset that I use. Headset exclusively for gaming, webcam exclusively for Skype video calls. And for whatever reason, my Fraps likes to choose between the headset mic and the webcam mic without telling me or letting me switch. So after a fantastic first run doing everything the way I planned to do it, I go out and I find it's recorded none of my audio. So I'm cutting it up into two pieces, adding in a bunch of text essentially, and it's literally just going to be text with people playing Saints Row the Fourth. Hopefully this turns out fine and there are no issues. This is League of Legends and I am playing Blitzcrank. Alright, so for those of you who have never played League, and I know you're out there because I've filled in Sky recently, League of Legends is a MOBA, and I can't remember the definition of a MOBA, but essentially it's a champion fighting game where you have teams of up to 5 fighting each other for essentially the best way I can take it. You're trying to destroy their base.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I am currently playing Summoner's Rift. This is a intermediate bots game. Bots are used as kind of a training program for people testing out new characters, new builds, new tactics, or they want to get a warm-up game in before they go to PvP. I might do 2 PvP rounds after this. It all depends on how well I feel I've done. Blitzcrank was the first character I ever learned how to play, but even then I still have off days with him.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
What is there to say? The build we've got going here is not the standard normal player build that you'll see. It's actually seen very often in ranked high-level games. I'm a level 30 champion, or summoner, I should say. So I'm playing with all the high-level people. So what we have is a tanker up top. That's usually our tank bruiser, someone who can survive on their own for long periods of time. We've got Darius, who's actually a fantastic AD, but I think he's going to build more tanky. We've got a jungler, Warwick. He goes through the jungle, he kills the other mobs, especially the ones that give you bonus buffs. That's actually what they're about to do. They're going to unleash the blue buff, which is a giant golem, and it gives you ability, power, and mana regeneration. And essentially, he's going to go through, he's going to level up independently of everyone else in the lanes. If he does this right, he will also jump people in the lanes, give support when it happens. And he does that. We've got a mid lane who's going to be Jax. Jax is a very good one against casters. Beyond that, can't say much. And then bottom lane, which is me. I'm kind of a support character. And sorry, first interaction, I wasn't expecting Vars to initiate. We are fighting a Cho'Gath and a Kog'Maw. To finish the build, I am technically playing support. I am supposed to watch out, assist with our Varus, who's going to be our AD. Damn it. Sorry, my pull is a skill shot, and sometimes when I miss, I get slightly upset. He's the AD carry, meaning he's going to practice attack damage, and he's going to do massive amounts of damage to just melt the enemy. I'm supposed to assist him, watch the lane, everything else. Warwick is going to jump in at random times. And there was me assisting and taking out Cho'Gath, who's actually going to be rather tanky. Here we got Kog'Maw. He's kind of like the AD of their team. That guy stood too close. When you attack, the way towers work is you attack him with minion waves, and then you can attack it, and it'll focus the minions. And but if you attack champions within their line of sight, damn, didn't time it right. Kog'Maw has an ability once he dies that he can chase someone down and explode. If you time it right, you can flash away right before the explosion happens, or if you can't run him away. Dang it.
The magic calls to me. I remain focused. As long as it takes.
What we're currently trying to do right now is something called fishing. It only works on bots, don't know what Varus is doing. And what it essentially is luring bots to your tower, grabbing, and then while they're in tower, you do all this massive damage. And you take him out.
An enemy has been slain.
Now, my pull, being my skill shot that it is, takes time. If you look in the bottom corner, it just came back up. Usually the cooldown is 20 seconds. But that's because the grab is very overpowered.
You have slain an enemy.
As it takes.
What Varus should be doing right now, but he's not, is something known as last hitting. He should only focus targets who have low health.
Precisely.
Even though people are level 30, there's a mixed bag. Dang. Let's see if I can fish one more target.
The magic calls to me.
It's gonna be hard. Some of them are very skittish, I think is the best word.
Precisely.
An enemy has been slain.
As long as it takes. I remain focused.
An enemy has been slain.
Rolling golem gathers no rust.
An enemy has been slain. Killing spree.
Okay, as you saw there, Warwick came down to assist. I went back in even with my low health. Technically that was a risk, but Blitzcrank has an ability that once all his health is down low, he has a shield that activates for 50% of his mana. I had very little mana, so once again that was still a huge risk.
As long as it takes.
But it's a bots game, so you can take bigger risks. How the game's progressing so far. If we look on the far left middle screen, there's numbers next to our champions. Our middle is level 7, our top is level 6, Warwick is level 5, and Varus just hit level 6. Our Warwick is slightly under-leveled, unfortunately, but granted this is a bots game, and you can't get as many fantastic ganks as normally. I hit 6, no, Jax hit 6 first, because he's level 7. I hit 6 second. And the only reason that worked out is because Blitzcrank has the pull, which is by far the most
An enemy has
overpowered
been slain.
and annoying skill in the entire game. There's another champion that has something similar to it, but it doesn't work on the exact same effect.
Rampage. Rampage.
Precisely.
What you saw there was Rampage by Varus and technically Darius. What it essentially means is they've done so much damage and killed so many champions unabated. Yeah, Darius just got unstoppable. It gives recognition, and the higher that recognition is, that means the greater you are that you've been chaining it. But it also means that the bounty on your head, should you lose, is greater amounts of gold. So if someone's a carry, they get focused, and yeah, that's the best I can say on that. The reason you don't see me pulling now is Blitzcrank's pull works on both champions.
You remain focused.
Yeah, that Varus got greedy. It works on both champions and
An enemy has
1
been
second.
slain.
As long as it takes. Exterminate. Exterminate.
Dominating.
You remain focused. As long as it takes. A rolling golem gathers no rust.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Precisely.
Ally has been slain.
You remain
Killing
focused.
spree.
The magic calls to me. Look, you're leaking.
Rampage.
A rolling golem gathers no
You have slain an enemy. Killing spree.
as long as it takes. Precisely.
Yeah, sorry, I went silent. I was just talking to the team. Jax must not play ranked or
You remain focused.
player-based games a lot. I've done the same thing before, so I'm used to it.
An ally has been slain.
But there is a dynamic to the game.
Legendary.
As long as it takes.
Unstoppable.
which is to inform people of when champions are missing, if they're coming into their lane, and if they should be careful or retreat. It's the fast version of essentially telling them with direct typing. It's usually more efficient, and it's good business for practice.
As long as it takes.
Killing spree.
Remain focused.
What we're currently in right now is something known as the mid game. It's usually the team fighting stage, which means teams will break from lanes to attack champions.
An enemy has been slain. Legendary.
And I got held up with minions, so I didn't get an assist at all.
Precisely.
Your team has destroyed a
Rolling
turret.
golem gathers no rust. Precisely.
Rampage. Shut down. An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
What happened there, even though the Nasus, or the, actually no, Leona didn't get away, but what essentially, oh crap,
Legendary.
oh, that was close.
Legendary.
For any of those watching my health tick away, I got away with 12 and 12 health. What I'm doing back at the store are purchasing items. Items allow me to increase ability, power, mana, health, armor, speed, anything else of that nature, which in turn improves your character, so it's not just fighting champions, it's also gaining the gold necessary to do such things. If I was a true support, technically I would have items by now that in some way benefit me gaining gold.
Your team is escaping.
Ah, crap, I'm being focused.
An enemy has been slain. Dominating.
Remain focused.
An enemy has been slain. Godlike. Ace.
A rolling
Your team
golem
has destroyed a
gathers no
turret.
rust.
Another thing is, in order to attack the base, we have to systematically take out each turret in a lane. We can't attack turrets or buildings behind other ones until the one in front of it is taken out. So it's a progressive game. The only way to win is to take out the base, but if you have kills, it helps out greatly. If you have a lot of tower kills, it helps out greatly. It's a game that basically builds in on itself. I've been going silent recently because I focus a lot as Blitzcrank, and I'm not usually used to talking in a Let's Play style, so this is still kind of new to me. Fortunately with League, I get a better timer of how long games are taking, because there is a timer. Yeah, nothing fancy, nothing like an outside setup that I'll have to do with the other ones. I just have a timer, so I know what's going to happen.
An ally has been slain.
Devarius is getting
Double kill.
greedy.
Legendary.
I remain focused.
What is there else to say at this moment? At the moment, I have no idea how many of you actually play League or not. I don't play ranked, unfortunately, so if you're the people who like watching that, I'm sorry.
Rampage.
A rolling golem gathers no rust. The magic calls to me.
An enemy has been slain. Shut down.
That was very stupid on my part. I didn't think Varus would get it. Granted, Varus hasn't been playing the smartest.
Your team has destroyed a
Uh,
turret.
but I should have expected him to get it. And then he was slain. So yeah, that just happened.
Legendary.
Precisely.
Currently,
Legendary.
like I said, we are playing bot, so it's not as hard. It's more of a warm-up. But we are also focusing so well right now. Currently, there hasn't been any good minion build-up or champion pushes that have taken out our towers.
Focused.
Because even in advanced games, sometimes towers are lost.
As long as it takes.
Speaking of champion pushes, I'm going up right now.
Legendary.
A rolling golem
Blitzcrank is like,
gathers no
unlike other
rust.
champions, because technically you don't have to worry about, Oh, there's the Sona.
An enemy has been slain.
The magic calls to me.
You have slain an enemy.
I remain focused.
Legendary.
Precisely.
Okay, after towers are down, you're going to see this weird thing called the inhibitor. Inhibitors are used, they're kind of like a restrictor-based thing. There's actually a third kind of minion, the super minion, but he doesn't show up until the inhibitor's dead.
Legendary.
The magic calls to me.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I remain focused.
An ally has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret.
A rolling golem gathers no rust.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
As long as it takes. I remain focused. The magic calls to me.
currently what I'm doing, I should have gone back, but I'm on Overwatch. So, oh, the Senna was coming this way, but she seems to have vanished.
Legendary. Double kill.
As long as it takes.
An ally has been slain. Triple kill.
A rolling golem gathers no rust.
Oh, one thing I haven't mentioned, don't expect all Blitzcranks to look like this. In fact, this is a skin that Blitzcrank can have. I happen to play Blitzcrank a lot, and I like Blitzcrank, so I got a skin for him. I have 2 skins for Blitzcrank. I have the iBlitz, which was released in celebration of the new iPod generation coming out, or iPhone, can't remember which.
Has destroyed an inhibitor. You have been slain.
I finally died. Sad face. Oh, the sadness. Let's see here. I need a Frozen Hearts. Way Blitzcrank is built,
Shut down.
other than cooldowns for his abilities, which make really annoying. Not as annoying as it used to be, but pretty annoying. It's always helpful to build as many mana-based items as possible. The more mana-based items, the more mana, the higher your shield is. The higher your shield is, the more annoying it is once the shield's activated.
Quadra kill. Haste.
I remain focused.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Victory!
Alright, well, that was League of Legends, guys. Thank you for hanging around. Sorry for not being as commentative as usual. And have a nice day.